A very fresh morning to all of you. In our previous class, we have solved exercise 5.1 and today we will solve some extra question related to this topic. Under this, our first question is solve the equation a minus 15 is equals to 25 and state which axiom do you use here. Just you think which axiom we will use. For this, what we have to do, we will see that which axiom will be set here. For that, first we will solve this one. So just see, for solving this one, what we have to do, we will add 15 to both the sides. So we will write on adding. Here our equation is a minus 15 is equals to 25. So what we have to do, we will write on adding 15 to both the sides. On adding 15 to both the sides. Is that okay? So just are you observing here? If we are adding 15 to both the sides, then there will not be any change. So on adding 15 to both the sides, we have what? Just you think a minus 15 plus 15. A minus 15 plus 15 is equals to what? 25 plus 15. So do you observe something here? Here a is equals to how much? A is equals to 40. Is that okay? Now see, so a is equals to 40. Which axiom we have used here? We have used using Euclid's what? Which axiom? Using Euclid's second axiom. Using Euclid's second axiom. Euclid's second axiom. Do you remember what is Euclid's second axiom? See, on adding, when equals are added to equals, when equals are added to equals, the wholes are equal. Is that okay? So, using Euclid's second axiom, what we got? A is equals to how much? 40. Is that okay? So, just see, nothing we have done. Simply for solving this, what we did, that for solving this, nothing we have done. We have added 15 to both the sides. So on adding 15 to both sides, we have a minus 15 plus 15 is equals to 25 plus 15. So a is equals to 40 using Euclid's second axiom. And we remember Euclid's second axiom that when equals are added to equals, the wholes are what? Equals. So therefore we got a is equals to 40. Similarly, just you see our second question. In the second question, in the given figure, if angle 1 is equals to angle 3, angle 2 is equals to angle 4 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4, write the relation between angle 1 and angle 2 using an Euclid's axiom. Here it is given that we are given to us angle 1 is equals to angle 3, angle 2 is equals to angle 4 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4. So what we have to do, we have already given here. So for solution part, what we will write? We are already given here angle 3 is equals to what? Angle 4 and angle 1 is equals to how much? Angle 3. Is that okay? So, and what is given to us? Angle, here we have given angle 3 is equals to angle 4 and angle 1 is equals to angle 3 and angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Euclid's first axiom says that, do you remember what is Euclid's first axiom? Euclid's first axiom says that, just you think, axiom says that, do you remember? Euclid's first axiom says the things which are equal to equal things, the things, do you remember? The things which are, this thing you have to remember, the things which are equal to equal thing, things which are equal to equal things. You have to remember all the axioms and postulates of Euclid's. So Euclid's first axiom says the things which are equal to equal things are equal to one another, are equal to one another. याद आया आप लोगों को क्या था? So therefore we can say that, what we can say that? Therefore, we can say that angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Is this clear? Simply, just you remember, here it is already given angle 3 is equals to angle 4 and angle 1 is equals to angle 3 and angle 2 is equals to angle 4. So Euclid first axiom says that the things which are equal things are equal to one another. On the basis of that, we will solve one more question that will be homework for you. Now see, there is a homework for you also. See, your homework part is given three collinear points P, Q and R. What is given to us? Three collinear points, and I told you the definition of collinear, non-collinear in my theory class only. So list all the line segments determined by these points. Just you think what you have to write. For hint, I am giving you that the line segments determined by three collinear points P, Q and R are PQ, PR, QR because we need at least 2 points for a line segment. This is a hint part for you. Please try to solve this question as a homework. Rest in next class. So thank you for today.